Hi, I'm John from SystemTechRacing, and as part of our series on tech tips and service, we're doing a video today on the swing arm pivot, and this could possibly be duplicated on other brands and models. What I've noticed is the swing arm and those needle bearings are susceptible to any number of things. Water especially, and snow rides, mud rides. So you really got to watch these things, and we're going to explore installing some Zerk fittings, and this is something I'm just going to do right now, and you can follow up in the future on the next video to see how it's working out for me. I think I've devised a pretty good method that should work really well. So what I've done is I took the swing arm off and placed it on the bike and noticed and observed, the best possible place in the full travel of the swing arm to place my Zerk fittings, and I believe that to be as I have marked them with my Sharpie on the bottom side of the swing arm. So I'm going to be using right angle 6mm Zerk fittings. So we'll just walk over here to the vise and get started. So I'm just placing it in the vise with a little rag and, just tightening it up just to hold it. There we go. And you can see here what I've got is the location of my hole, tapped to 6mm. And I want to show you a couple things. This edge right in here is the shoulder where the bearings are pressed flush. And then this diameter right here, adjacent, is the area where the seal is pressed in. And so what we have now is a port drilled and tapped that passes through the wall and intersects, really. It's intersecting, this is an important point, it's intersecting the shoulder where the bearing sets flush. And so here in my hands, I'm holding the seal that presses in here. You can see I've ground a little groove through about a third the width of the seal. This is a hardened steel collar. So I've ground that groove about a third of the way. It doesn't have to be anything particularly accurate, just that I hit my 1/3 depth, okay? And then I've got the thrust washer, and here's the bearing. And so then that's how it sits in the swing arm, just like that. And I lined this little cut up exactly with my port so that when the grease is forced through that port, it's able to go somewhere, passing through this edge of the steel seal, and we did not hurt the seal by modifying it. And then the grease has nowhere else to go but to fill up this whole cavity. So let's go over here and have a look at the tools just to save everybody some time. So basically, I've got my Pivot Work seal kit here and bearing kit. And here's the bearing and how I modified it. All I've done is I've simply removed the little spring that's nested back here. Okay, you can just pop that out. And then I took my Dremel tool and I just pulled the rubber portion back with my thumb and put on some safety glasses, and I just ground this little groove. You can buy this bit at any probably hardware store or Hobby Lobby or hobby shop. I just ground a little groove in here. It just took a moment. And there you have it. That's really the gist of the whole setup. You've got your tap, your spot drill, your drill, 6mm tap. Here's your right angle 6mm Zerk fittings. So if you want to come along up here, you can see that this guy is just going to fit in here like that. And remembering, this is going to be the underside of the swing arm. And there's your Zerk fitting. And you can just take your grease gun and attach to that and pump it up with grease. And I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work great. But again, we're going to put out another video so you folks can follow up and see how it's working for me. Important to note that this is the area inboard on this collar of this casting that holds the bearings. You know, this is a secondary to the main structure. The bearings are held inboard of this. We really didn't hurt the structure of the swing arm. I stopped really using these motorcycles to their full capabilities long ago. I'm not trying to clear the farthest double on the track anymore. I feel like I won't have any problems with this setup, but well, there you have it, and follow up in the near future and you can see how it's working for me. Thanks for watching.